What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Comic Lads. I'm Thomas.
I'm Merlin.
Today, we're going to give you guys our final impressions of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League before it releases in 10 days, something like that.
Yeah.
They just released the final Suicide Squad Insider episode that they're going to release before the game comes out, and man...
It just feels like every time Rocksteady and Warner Bros. Have tried to convince us to make a purchase, they just slowly end up digging the hole deeper for themselves.
Yeah, they just make me like even more pissed each time that I'm going to be dropping money on this.
I know. And we have already purchased the game.
Yeah.
We got the deluxe edition, so we will be playing it 3 days early, and we'll be posting our first 2-3 hours of gameplay to the channel. But before we get there, I think there's just certain things that we need to go over and kind of, gather the whole story of what this game means and what it's offering and give our final thoughts on it. So, where do you want to begin?
I don't know, dude. I'm so... I feel betrayed.
I feel betrayed too. And I think that's a great segment to get into, I think, one of the most crucial parts about this game. Mm-hmm. And that's the storytelling. Because it's no secret we're absolute, Arkham Batman dick riders at this point.
Arkham Batman junkies.
It's like, it's one of the best gaming franchises, trilogies, quadrilogy if you count Arkham Origins.
Which you do.
Of all time. It's timeless. It holds up. And guys, this isn't like rose-tinted glasses
I was playing Arkham Knight last night.
Me too. I swear to God.
Yeah, you know why?
I swear to God.
Fucking horrified about this game.
And that's the thing. I see gameplay for this game, and then I immediately have to go back to Arkham Batman to try to be like, okay, they did this game. Maybe Suicide Squad, there's hope there. You know what I mean?
We're still playing it. It's been copped, we're playing it. But doesn't mean we have to be happy about it.
And I just want to say that we bought it because we want to do the first impressions video.
Yeah.
If we weren't doing this YouTube channel, I would 100% wait a couple weeks post launch of the game to see what the impressions are.
No.
You know what I mean? Or I would wait for it to go on sale because I feel like it will eventually.
If we weren't doing this YouTube channel, which I love doing.
Yeah, me too.
It's so much fun. I love shooting the shit about all this stuff with you guys and with you. Dude, if we weren't doing this channel, neither of us would cop this game. We would not be buying this game.
Definitely not.
There's no way.
We would have already bought it. And we got the deluxe edition too. So we can play it early. What are your impressions of this as the continuation of the Arkham universe?
On a much smaller scale, it feels like the MCU to me now, post-Endgame. It feels like I got the greatest shit I've ever seen in my life, and then they're like, multiverse.
No, literally, just
Quantumania.
slapping you in the face with multiverse.
Yeah, and they're just smacking me in the face with Suicide Squad after 10 years of waiting, or almost 9 years of waiting for Rocksteady's next release.
This game in so many ways doesn't make sense to me, and in a lot of their marketing, they've all been like,
oh yeah, this is Rocksteady at its roots, and because of that, we've included all these emotes on what we think the community would want.
And it's like they keep saying that the Rocksteady DNA is there, and it might be. We might be pleasantly surprised, but it doesn't feel like it is because you have all these amazing single-player, story-driven games. How is that the same DNA as a live service multiplayer, Fortnite emoting, loot grinding, battle passing token shit? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense to me. And this last Insider episode that they just dropped should have convinced me. It should have been the nail in the coffin to be like, yes, you're buying this game.
Yeah,
but I'm I hate this.
Instead, it was 7 minutes of waffling about nothing, about rival taunts and emotes, and then they're like, new Joker also.
What? How do you feel about that new Joker design?
You guys are already doing a Suicide Squad game. You're already look guys, Arkham fans, please still buy this. I know it's not Arkham. And then you put Joker in and it's fucking not even Mark Hamill. Maybe just don't do fucking Joker then. Nobody wants a Joker in the Arkhamverse that's not Mark Hamill.
It feels a bit cheap to have Joker there. It's okay, we got four amazing stories actually.
With Joker
at the helm of everything. Mm-hmm. And now we have this weird toned down version of Joker, but everything that they're describing about him, like, oh yeah, this is a Joker that's insecure, that masks it by being the Joker.
Get the fuck
That's
out
not
of here.
Joker. I don't want an insecure Joker. This is like a teenage angst Joker. Who wants that? Probably by the end of it, they're gonna reverse flash, Elseworlds time control it or some shit. Everything's gonna go back together. And then it's like, what was even the point of this game?
Yeah.
And if they do the opposite and they actually kill Batman off, everyone's gonna be upset anyway. So it's like you lose.
Oh my god, can you guys stop whining? The game looks fun.
And that's actually, maybe that's the next thing we should talk about is gameplay.
The traversal sometimes looks cool.
Yeah, on some of the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it looks like it's gonna get old in like fucking 5 minutes, dude. Because we're just doing the same thing over and over. Like, have you seen the different mission types that there is? It's like, keep X amount of enemies in this, like, this diameter, like, circle here, and, like, don't let them come out. I'm like, and that's just, like, shit like that over and over. Kill X amount of enemies. Shoot, like, these 3 weak points on this fucking tank or whatever. I'm just, like, fast asleep, dude. Arkham gameplay was so ahead of its time, and, like, we're still talking about Arkham. Yeah, because it looks better than this. You have to.
You have to, because it's the same developer, and it's the continuation of that legacy.
The main thing that's bugging me that it doesn't look like Arkham, it looks like Fortnite, bro.
Yeah.
It's so floaty. The characters jump and they stay in the air for like 10 seconds before before falling. There's emotes. There's taunts. There's a battle pass. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
No, man. The emotes are like the most egregious thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And in that Insider episode, again, harkening back to our other point, is that they kept saying things like, oh yeah, like Rocksteady, we're true to our DNA, and because of that, we've added emotes and it's like, Rocksteady, when has that ever been true to your DNA?
I know.
The UI on this game,
Guys.
oh my god.
And like, and before you comment, because I hear the keys clicking already. Oh, you could turn it all off. That's bad though.
Yeah.
If you're like advertising that I have to turn off everything that you guys put on screen for it to be like even palatable to my eyes.
Having the option to turn off certain elements with the UI does not excuse a bad UI. If that's how the developers intended it to be,
Yeah.
and people are turning it off, then they made a bad design.
There needs to be like a major epilepsy warning before every single like instance of the game. It all seems so like not confident to the point where they it seems like they're hiding specific parts of the game, like how it actually works. There's never been, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be, they haven't put out a video yet that's like, here guys, we're gonna show you what it looks like and how it works for you to hop in a game with your friend and how that works. I still don't know how that works. How does the multiplayer even work? Is one person gonna have a story that other people can join in, or is it like a shared story file?
Yeah,
I don't know.
How does it work? Like, if one person is at a different point in the story and they join yours and you're way further ahead, are they suddenly gonna have all these story spoilers? The deep love that I have for Rocksteady, there's like deep feeling within me that's like praying that I'm completely wrong about this, but my gut feeling is just telling me that this game is going to be 50% off in like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
That's me giving them the benefit of the doubt because they're Rocksteady.
Yeah.
And they haven't yet given me
A bad game.
a bad game. You know what I mean? But if I had seen this game and it wasn't attached to Rocksteady and it was by like WB Montreal,
I'd be like,
or
oh god, I'm not copying.
what do you think of this whole Insider episode tackling the Elseworlds post-launch story part of the game?
I mean, I think, first of all, we're both, me and you, and I think a lot of other people are just sick of multiverse stuff, especially when it comes to DC and multimedia. They're just, that's all they're doing now. Like in the animated movies, they're doing a Crisis.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're doing Elseworlds in this. They just did the Flash movie, which was, oh my god.
And the whole MCU at this point.
The
too.
entire
It's just-
MCU.
Yeah.
And even Invincible's doing it, like, to a better degree, because it's part of the story that he wrote, but, like, still, it's too much. It's too much. And this one it's not even Elseworlds. They're just slapping that buzzword again that DC fans love, because Elseworlds is cool. They're just slapping that on this new game mode where they make these, like, Arkham City, Ra's al Ghul Dream, like, tiny little maps, and they're like, oh look, it's like an alternate universe. I'm like, it's just your part of your Metropolis map with like sand on it. Well, and it's also cheap because there was one of those Elseworlds maps that looks like the original Arkham Asylum map.
Yeah.
Kind of.
With
And they're like, do you guys remember this? That game you really like?
Multiversal storytelling in general, I just feel like is such an artificial, cheap way to like garner interest. Yeah. It's just a cheap way of doing storytelling. It's like there's no consequence because when the whole universe is at your fingertips, you can just find bits and pieces to make a new story and redo what you've done or go back on consequences.
It's so lazy too, and what you just said is so right. You either take all the stakes away by like bringing and making it be like, no, you're not actually killing the real League. You're either doing that by taking all the stakes away, or you're making it the worst thing ever because I'm killing all my favorite characters.
That's lose-lose. It's a lose-lose situation.
Lose-lose, and people are gonna be like, well, what did you expect? The game's called Kill the Justice League. Yeah, bro, that sucks!
Getting so tired of seeing like evil Superman. Like, we have Invincible, we had Injustice, we had Brightburn, or whatever the fuck that movie was.
We have The Boys.
We have The Boys, and I'm just like no one wants to kill their heroes.
If you do, they're not your heroes.
I'm just so confused. Like, it doesn't feel real. It feels like a fever dream of a game.
It does. No, it truly, I think I said it in our last video, it feels like we're in the wrong timeline. For the last few videos, like you said, we've been giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but let's hope that by a shred of a miracle, they can change our minds.
Yeah.
Guys, let us know how you're feeling about the game. Are you excited for this whole Elseworlds theme, multiversal theme going on? Are you excited for Suicide Squad as a game concept? Was this something that you were very pleasantly surprised to hear that Rocksteady was doing way back in 2020 is now finally coming out on stores in just under 10 days time? Or are you also kind of more on our boat where you're a little bit more skeptical and have yet to be fully convinced with the launch of this game? Let us know in the comments below. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please consider giving a like on it. Really helps us out, and we love each and every one of you. If you want to hop on the Comic Lads bandwagon and stay with bandwagon, if you want to hop on the Comic Lads bandwagon, please consider leaving a subscribe and stay tuned for our first impressions of the Suicide Squad game. Doing the first maybe 2 to 3 hours, 1 to 3 hours. We'll see what happens. Yeah. We love you. We love you so much.
We do. Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace, everyone.
Peace.